right, beautiful people, beautiful people. Let's get in here. We have got some breaking stuff going down. If, as usual, guys, we are live. So in the comments, let me know you hear the audio just fine, the video just good, everything is awesome. We have got some situations to go through because the SCOTUS has struck again, and this time, oh, I love to see it. So as you guys filter in, let me know in the comments if you can hear, if you can see all the good things, and then I'm going to show you some stuff that is massive. Welcome, Limpet. I see you guys filtering in. Early morning live stream. This is coming from SCOTUS News. This is a big deal, people. This is a beautiful one right here. All right, so we got some stuff coming in. I hear you. Everything's good. So last time, guys, you said there was a little bit of a weird echo. I think I fixed it, so let me know if it sounds like perfectly fine and clear. And then we are going to wait for our normal amount of people, and then we're going to hit this because this, people, is, this is what we come here for. Because we've already seen the pistol brace rule get smacked around, and now the ghost gun rule, or the frames and receivers rule from the ATF. ATF's not having a good morning. They opened up their email and they said, mother, because the SCOTUS just struck. Let's get it. Okay, good. We are good to go. Everyone is filtering in. About dang time. That is right, beautiful people. This is the stuff right here. Oh, I can't wait to share this with you once you guys all get in here. Oh, man, I'm excited. Oh, man. So how you guys doing today? Hope everything is good. Oh, this is good news. Jerry, this is absolutely good news. We've got Michigan. We've got lots of stuff coming in here. Neil Watson. SBR is coming off. Let's go. Good morning. That is right. We are doing amazing, guys. We're about to dive in right now. But before I do, I got to say something from our sponsor, Straight Arrow News. They've got Weapons and Warfare podcast. They want you to know all about it because things are going crazy. You got missiles going this way, drones going this way. All the newest stuff, all the Frontline Defender updates, something to check out for everybody. Weapons and Warfare podcast hosted by Robert Robertson. Check it out. It's in the description. And with that said, let's get this. Thank you to them for making this possible. Oh, this is going to be so beautiful. All right, so we got around 450 people in here right now. It's earlier than usual. So with that, I'm going to go in and break in the amazing news because then, oh, God, guys, this is exciting stuff. I just got this notification. Listen to this. Supreme Court takes up FPCAF lawsuit challenging ATF's frame and receivers rule. Now, this is the Attorney General Merrick Garland v. Vanderstock case. This is the one we've been following the whole time. This is that sweetness, okay? So let me basically run you through at a high level. If this one falls and the Supreme Court says, no, you can't do that, they would probably do it on the authority basically saying you can't just change rules ad hoc, you can't change definitions. Everything that the ATF has been doing with its rules from the executive branch, this would fall. Like, this is a really big deal because the way they got around this was changing definitions through an executive action or executive request. All right? So let me continue here. The lawsuit challenging President Joe Biden's frame and receiver rule implemented by the ATF. As a result, the High Court will decide the fate of this ruling in October of the 2024 term. They're hearing it this year, guys, a month before the presidential election. Oh, baby, oh, baby. Let's get this. All right, so here's the quote. FPC and our members look forward to the end of President Biden's unconstitutional and abusive rule. We are delighted that the Supreme Court will hear our case and decide this important issue once and for all, said FPC founder and president Brandon Combs. The Fifth Circuit's decision in our case was correct, and now that victory can be applied across the entire country. This is such an important deal, guys. If this falls, and the SCOTUS says, ATF, you usurp power from Congress, ATF, you went beyond your regulatory authority, that undermines the entire gun control push across the board. This is a really, really big deal because they've spent all the 4 years of the Biden administration usurping the power of Congress through the ATF. They are basically going around Congress by saying, well, we're going to change this definition. And because we changed the definition, now it applies to retroactively from a rule that they passed prior. So therefore, you're in violation. This is massive because the gun controllers have been pushing against ghost guns as one of their main pushes, and the ATF was utilizing that. So with that, the gun controllers are going to get kicked right in the teeth if SCOTUS moves the right way on this. Here's another one. Quote, This is an important day for the entire liberty movement. By agreeing to hear our case, the Supreme Court will have the opportunity to put ATF firmly in its place and stop the agency from unconstitutionally expanding its gun control agenda. We look forward to addressing this unlawful rule in the court's next term, said FPC Action Foundation President Cody J. Wisniewski, counsel for the plaintiffs. This is a really, really massive deal. From a bunch of different perspectives, the NRA didn't do this. The smaller groups did. The smaller groups that spawned out of the NRA's inaction did this. You guys supporting these foundations did this. GOA, FPC, SAF. All of the smaller organizations compared to the NRA are doing all the heavy lifting. The NRA has effectively completely ostracized themselves from relevance. This right here is a really big deal. Now, I see right here, does anyone have any faith in any of our courts, including the Supreme Court? I'm not going to say I have a complete faith in what they're going to do and they're going to rule perfectly. What I have faith in is the fact that they took up the case in general, because they only take up 2% of cases. That's it. In the past 3-4 years, they've now taken up the Vanderstock case, ATF overreach. They've taken up the Bruin decision. That one worked out pretty well. And then they've taken up the Rahimi case. That is 3 major gun cases they've taken up in 3 or 4 years. And normally they take up very few, and it's only 2% of their cases. You took into the other consideration of the other cases that they've done, the West Virginia versus EPA, where they basically smacked around the EPA for redefining what the terms were of carbon dioxide, trying to make it into a toxin. They've taken up the Chevron deference case. All of these things are lining up together, and I'll do a whole video on this because this is some pretty hot stuff, but genuinely, this is a really big one. Hey, Braden, has Cassandra McDonald contacted me to schedule Timcast IRL? Nope. I look forward to it. I really hope that she does, because I would love to get on there. But keep that pressure up. Link is obviously right down there. Live at LangleyFirearmsAcademy.com. Just saying. But this is a really big deal. And let me jump into this real quick, the history here, so you guys know what FPC sent out this morning. Last November, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals held that portions of ATF's frame or receiver rule are unlawful. This February, the federal government filed a petition of writ of certiorari asking the U.S. Supreme Court to hear the case, arguing that the Fifth Circuit wrongly ruled on FPC and FPCF's favor. FPC and FPCF disagreed the government's reasoning, but agreed the Supreme Court should hear the case to ensure that a final decision could be applied across the United States. This is a big one, because this one includes the Vanderstock case, the tactical machining case, or tactical machining, and the parties represented. This is a big deal, guys. So I'm going to cover that up for a second and talk to you guys directly. So as we go through this, heading into October, you're going to see a lot of things that are going to come from this. So, for example, in a hypothetical where you see the ghost guns or the frames and receivers get completely wiped out, this whole ruling, you're going to see a lot of states on the left push for it to be institutionalized through legislation. That will absolutely happen. If it goes against and says, no, this is perfectly fine, they can change rules ad hoc, whatever they want, then you're going to see a lot of states go in the opposite direction. This is going to be some pretty big divergence here. This is a really awesome thing. So let me jump in here. Trump better get in to kick some serious butt. That's funny. Oh, man, that's a great comment. I really appreciate FPC. The NRA can suck it. It's hilarious. Awesome show if they move in the right direction. Correct. Yeah, it is. And that's the thing here, guys. If they move in the right direction, which we can't control, all we can do is set up in the best possible potential outcome, right? We can set the table. We can't guarantee execution. But you're talking about 6-3 conservative advantage with Roberts being kind of wishy-washy on an ATF case of overreach, which they've already indicated through multiple other case decisions that they are very wary of that. Now, again, I don't know how they're going to rule on all these, but the point is it's drawing their attention, it's drawing their ire, and they are genuinely going after it. So this is really, really big news, and I'm here for it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments field below. I'm going to keep on cranking on this. There's definitely going to be another video on this, kind of tying it all together for you guys, but I look forward to hearing what you guys think right down there in the comments field. The over-under estimate from Neil says over-under is 5-4. I assume pro. I don't care. I'll take it. We get a pro decision. That's a go team. ATF gets kicked right in the gonads. Merrick Garland has to cry like a little crier. And then Biden will have to be told what happened, and then he'll forget 5 minutes later. But I hope you guys enjoy. See you on the next one. What a great way to start a Monday. See you then.